So you actually want to do something very significant and change the network, conduct a hard fork. Then let's have the general ADA holders vote here with a reasonably high threshold. And if it passes, go on chain and then have some sort of system where the SPOs vote for the on-chain event. Now, where do they get their voting power from? Right now, if you look at the ledger rules of Cardano, you have value keys, you have staking key. And when you delegate to an SPO, you delegate the staking rights. We're exploring right now, expanding this from 2 to 3, where we include a voting key line as well. And then the idea of the voting keys would be that when you delegate to an SPO, you can choose to either delegate your stake or your voting keys, but not your stake, or both. They're voting on behalf of the people who have delegated to them. And that's done with a public vote, whereas the initial vote would be done with a private vote. The SPOs, in a way, are an institution and an expert class, and then every ADA holder also has 2 voting. Those who've registered the vote and actively participate have had a say, and those who are delegating have also had a say as well. And one of the reasons why we introduced a locking mechanism into Cardano was that we did not want exchanges to participate in this process. Exchanges are on-demand accounts, and while they seem to have found a clever way of delegating and staking, that is because there is no lockup of those tokens. But with a locking mechanism requiring you to register before you're allowed to vote, it means that they go from on-demand to no longer on-demand. In many environments, that's against regulations of exchanges. That's why banks, for example, have CDs, certificates of deposit. They can't just lock your funds for large periods of time without your consent, and they have to pay you a higher interest rate to do that. That's one of the ways, along with exchange addresses, that we can limit participation.